ChatGPT, there is a lot that is being said around it and AI itself, controversy, debate, etc. And well, if you haven't used it yourself, I'm going to show you a few ways that you can try it out to make up your own mind with just a few tips on how you can use it as your daily collaborative partner. Love it or hate it, AI has made a splash in recent years. It has changed a lot of things. And just like any new tool or technology, a lot of the good and bad depends on how it's being used. So today, I want to talk about a few ways you can start to use ChatGPT in your daily life, ways that aren't going to leave you feeling like you need to wash off the guilt afterwards. We can get into some questionable territory if we start asking AI to create things for us. Things like, write this article or make this video for me. But it can be a perfect collaborative partner during the ideation process. If you struggle to come up with new ideas or find yourself in a creative rut, try starting with ChatGPT. For example, I can go to it and say something like, I'm trying to figure out the idea for my next video. Do you have any suggestions? And see what it comes up with. Now, here's something to keep in mind. You don't have to actually use any of the ideas, but you might find that even just starting with this process is going to get you out of that rut and get the creative wheels turning. Sometimes it's just taking that first step that's the most important thing. The other thing to keep in mind is I wouldn't necessarily recommend trying to bounce ideas off of ChatGPT. It's going to be pretty much agreeable to anything that you suggest, and it's definitely not going to be as critical and helpful as a real human being would. Now, who knows if AI is going to replace all of our jobs in the future, but at the very least, it can be a good personal assistant to us today. You see, it excels at things like task management and daily planning. Big or small, it can help you stay organized throughout the day. So try asking it to help you with travel planning or your daily to-do list. Maybe even use it as a crutch for areas that get a little disorganized in your life. For example, after a hard day's work, if you get home, you don't have anything planned on the menu, but you've got a few ingredients in the pantry, give it a list of those ingredients and see what recipes it might suggest. You might find that it suggests something new, or at the very least, something that's quick and easy in a pinch. There's not a day that goes by where I find myself trying to figure out how to do something I think should be easy to do and easy to learn. And in most of the cases, yes, I can go onto Google and do a basic search, go onto YouTube and do the same, but sometimes I find that ChatGPT is actually a better place to start because it's going to give me a quicker answer and one that's usually easier to follow. It's kind of more conversational, more hand-holding. Just the other day, I was struggling to figure out how to do something in Adobe After Effects with animations and expressions, and if any of that sounds foreign to you, well, now you know how I felt in the moment. But I was able to ask ChatGPT a basic couple of how-to questions, and it was able to guide me through the process I was looking for. So next time you find yourself in a similar situation, try it out. Ask it a few basic questions and see how helpful it might be. But keep in mind that the accuracy of that information might not be as high as you would like it to be. Just like doing a basic Google search or using Wikipedia or even asking your next door neighbor, you have to be a little skeptical about the information that you're being provided. So use those critical thinking skills. Ask it to provide the citations, the sources, some extra resources that you can follow up to get even more information about what it is. As long as you are on guard and doing some due diligence, you should be just fine. So there you have it, just a few ideas on how you can ease yourself into using ChatGPT and to see what it's all about. But honestly, the sky is the limit with this technology, so play around with it. Use common sense, see how it applies to you, and ultimately make up your own mind to decide if it is right for you or not.